magic. Joining us on the show today is a legend. It's Noddy Holder.
I am a legend, so they tell me.
You are a legend. You really are, Noddy.
I'm
Thank you.
a bona fide treasure, apparently.
You are. You're a national treasure. That's what you are.
I'm a national treasure.
You really are. And I can't believe it's 50 years since Merry Christmas, everybody.
It certainly is. You're trying to make me feel old.
Can you believe? You don't look old. You're looking good, our kid.
Well, I'm all right, you know.
And here you are, 50 years on from Merry Christmas, everybody. Did you imagine that this song would have this legacy?
No way. I think when we wrote it, we knew we got a hit on our hands because we were a very hot band at the time. We were getting constant #1 records. But no way did we ever think that 50 years on, it would still be getting played as much, if not more, than it did in 1973.
Also, you probably wouldn't have imagined all those years ago that every day when you go out, people shout, "It's Christmas!" at you all the time.
Well, I get it every day of the year when I'm out and about shopping.
Well, even when it's not Christmas?
Yeah.
like July?
Yeah. At Christmas, I get it 40, 50 times a day. I sort of have to go into hiding in Christmas time.
Is it true that you shout it at your wife every Christmas morning? You come down the stairs.
I wake her up. I wake the whole household up on Christmas morning by shouting it. It's taken a life of its own, quite frankly.
It totally has. And 1973, you wrote that song with Jim Lee, your writing partner, after a challenge from his mum, I believe.
His mum-in-law.
Mum-in-law.
Challenged him and said to him, I don't think you guys have got the talent to come up with a Christmas song like White Christmas, Bing Crosby. How very dare she? And Jim poo-pooed it at first, and then he thought, I'm going to take up the challenge, I'll show her. So I went away that night, went to the pub, had a few drinks, went back to my mum and dad's in Wolverhampton, and spent the night there writing the lyrics all in one go with a few whiskies inside me. Sort of based the lyrics around every family Christmas and what was going on in the world at the time. Certainly in UK was economically, everything was up the spout. People were on strike, rail workers were on strike.
A pint of beer cost 18.5p.
Really?
It did,
right?
yes.
Anyway, it's much the same as it is now, the situation in the world now. I mean, the last line of the chorus is, look to the future now, it's only just begun. Yeah. But pretty much, we're in the same boat now as we were back in 1973.
Let's play it for those people that may have never heard it. Merry Christmas, everybody, from Slade. And we got the main man, the national treasure that is Noddy Holder. It was so interesting, Noddy, talking about, before we played the song, about how it all came about. And I loved the bit where you said, I mean, you pretty much wrote it in one night down the pub with a bottle of whiskey or something. Did you write a lot of your songs like that? Is that what got your creative juices going?
No, not always. It just depended what sort of song it was, what sort of atmosphere the lyrics required were. So, yeah, it can be all different sort of situations where you come up with songs.
I've spoken to many artists over the years, and a lot of them say that their biggest hits are those ones that they haven't written accidentally, but, you know, they wrote on the toilet in 10 minutes or something like that.
Fast ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Our first #1, 1971, me and Jim wrote it in 20 minutes. It was just a thing we used to jam in the dressing room before a gig. It gave us confidence to write and knew we could write hits.
And of course, Merry Christmas got to #1 as well. The same year that Wizzard released their Christmas song, they only got to #4. I'm sure you were friends with Wizzard. How did that go down?
Of course they went mad that they didn't beat us to #1. And on the Christmas Day, Top of the Pops.
Yeah, you did Top of the Pops on Christmas Day.
Both of us did. And, of course, our song, Merry Christmas, Everybody, finished the show off. In the last chorus, all their band, Roy and Wizzard, came and custard pied me in the face on the last choruses.
Them were the days.
Yeah, those were the days.
Can you remember who else was on the show with you?
Oh, lordy, in those days.
Donny Osmond was one.
But we bound to have been, yeah, Donny.
Susie Quattro.
Did she have #1 that year? Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah. I can't remember. I'll get my years mixed up.
Back to today. What's Christmas Day like in Noddy's house?
Usually, I cook the Christmas dinner.
Do you?
And have done since the year dot.
Beef,
I'm
turkey,
very good.
what do you do?
Turkey,
good
all
lad.
the usual. But this year, for the first time, no, it's not the first time, but about second or third time, one of my daughters, my second eldest daughter, is cooking Christmas lunch for us all this year. So I'm going to rest.
Very
I'm
nice.
going to eat, drink, and be merry.
Well, why
and
not?
Then
You
I'm
deserve
going
it.
to crash out in the afternoon.
You deserve it.
In front of the telly.
And Christmas songs, new Christmas songs, which ones do you like? What do you think of the new one from Sam Ryder? Have you heard that?
I do like it. I do like the Sam Ryder one. It's very commercial. Yes, I like that particular one. I have that. My favourite, it's not a new one, but my favourite is Mariah Carey. And I shall be ringing her up on Christmas Day. Congratulations.
Will you?
Yes.
Have you got a number?
Oh, of course I have a number.
Wow, I'd love to see your phone.
I'm like Mariah, actually.
Are you?
She doesn't do stairs, and neither do I.
And you both got curly hair.
Yeah.
Noddy, it's been an absolute pleasure. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you for writing that song all those years ago. It still gives us so much joy today. Have a wonderful Christmas, and I'll see you down the Molyneux. What, do you support the Wolves?
Of course.
Good
Merry
lads.
Christmas, everybody!
There you go, Noddy Holder, everybody. Thank you.